this project, you are going to need white for the base and the base of the cart. You're going to need 4 different greens. So a lighter green, a darker green, and then 2 medium greens. You're also going to need a lighter purple, a darker purple, and then pink, like a medium pink, and then a light pink. You're going to need a light blue, a gray, and a black. So that should be all. Oh, and a yellow. You're going to need yellow as well. So that's the colors that you're going to need to create this project. Okay. The nice thing about this project is I've set it up super easy for you to be able to build this flower cluster pretty quickly, pretty easily. We're just going to be adding a few things in here. One of the things that I did do, and we'll see once I get into it, is I did cut the centers of these flowers a little bit darker. So this one, I do have a regular version of it and then the darker version of the very center. Same thing with the pink. I did 2 of them, one of the regular, and we'll put it together and see what I like. I might like that pop of pink in the middle. Same with the purple. I did do a darker version of it, so we'll just see what we end up with there. So that is the only difference. I cut 2 of the very center of the flowers, one regular color and then the other one the darker, just to see if maybe that might help give it a little more dimension, some pop to it. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put this cart together. Okay, you might want some pop dots, foam tape. Definitely you're going to want some sort of glue, and I really like this Precision Craft glue by Barely Art, but you can use any glue that you want. So I've cut this purposely in 2 different pieces, and the reason why I did that is so that if you want, you could make this dimensional. So first off, I'm going to take these pieces, the blue pieces, the stripes for my awning, and we're going to add those. Now I put them, when I took them off my mat, my cutting mat, I did take them off and put them down sequentially, so I do know which one goes where. It's just easier that way. So I've done this in a couple of spots. Same thing with my flowers, my little tiny flowers, and I kind of kept the stems in that order as well, so that's easy for me to remember where those littler pieces go. But other than that, this is going to be super easy for you to build. Okay. All right. So I kind of just roughly put those on there. And so we're just going to go ahead and put some glue on there. If you need to use tweezers, sometimes that is helpful for some of these smaller pieces. Then you can do that. So I'm just going to put some glue down. There you go. I am gonna pop mine. I think it would just be fun to add a little bit of dimension to this. So I'm gonna go ahead and take some of this foam tape and use scissors here. just for fun. Stick, use it there. Okay, let's take those off. Okay, that just gives it a little bit of lift. Not a ton. If you really want it to pop though, you might want to layer the tape. Give it a little bit more lift. Okay, so that is that part. Now I'm going to go ahead and keep building this cart. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to put the front side of this cart so that it looks like it's three-dimensional shelf here. So you could leave this part off if you didn't want to put that on there. It just makes it look like it's the front side of the table, which is kind of nice and fun. Fun little detail. Okay, next what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the gray wheel and we're going to line that up. We want to line up the wheel spoke so that it's not lining up there. We want it to kind of hit in between. You can use a pop dot for this, which I actually am going to so that it pops. But first, before that, I think I'm going to put my black tire on it first. Okay. Actually going to use the tweezers for this. And it might even be fun to put like a little brad or something in there so that the wheel could actually turn if you wanted to. I'm not going to. I'm just going to use a pop dot, but you could. That might be kind of fun. A fun addition. One of these will fit. Just line it up. Whoop! I forgot. I didn't want that to go too close. Okay. Leave the pop dot and then I'm going to turn. The wheel's a little bent now, but that's okay. Alright. So the next thing that we have that we can put down is if you want to add the cute little banner addition to it. Before I do that though, because these I'm going to use pop dots on the little flags because I want to build this part first. I still need to put this on here. This is going to go down. Right here is a little stopper foot on the cart. It's a little much glue. And I have this upside down. Okay. Alright. And then I do have this. You don't want to put it on there, you don't have to put it on there, but it's just an additional piece. If you want to pop it, you can pop it. I think I'm just going to lay mine down. That might be fun to add more dimension with it. Just going to put that on there. Okay. So from there, I'm gonna move our base card over. I've got these little bows. Oh, one stuck to my finger. And then we'll move these off. I want to keep these in order. Okay. So I'm going to take this first, and we're going to line this up. Now, if you want this cart to pop, which I'm going to do, I'm going to put a couple of pop dots, probably one here, here, probably strip here, and a couple strips here, so that we're getting more dimension. I like dimension in my cards. If you don't like dimension, you can just use regular glue for all of this. You don't have to use this foam tape. Worried about it, you could put some tiny little, I think I have these tiny little guys here, like I could put some of these behind it, just to give it some stability. Minuscule tiny little thing, but it does help kind of give it a little stability. Probably one more. Okay, now we have our little cart. I think I put it on a little bit crooked, but that's okay. You know why? Because crafting does not have to be perfect. Okay. We're gonna put this on here, and I am just going to tack it down on these ends. I'm going to leave this free. It is a very small piece, so you can choose. I mean, something that might be fun too is to use actual string, like some twine. Baker's twine might be fun to put these on. I'm just going to put it right there. And then let's see how I want my flags to go. And my blues are on the ends. All right, and so I'm gonna use pop dots for these. And I am just going to, almost too small or too big. Just line that up there, and maybe the tweezers will probably be better for this. And just put them on there. Put my blue ones on first, and then I'm going to put, I think, the center one on there, and that'll help me space things correctly. Pop dots so that they could kind of sit wherever. Okay. All right. Now, if you want to do the bows, you can. These are really tiny, so you could use a tiny pop dot. Isn't a whole lot. And these are meant to go right where that little circle is. Does it have to line up perfectly? No. But it gives you a general area. Okay, there you have it. You could do a lot of things with just this part of the card. So I'm going to put this part off to the side, and we're going to work on building the bouquet next. And I've built this so you can easily put this together. The first two pieces are these ones, the dark and the lighter green of the medium greens, okay? And they just line up really easily to give you that dimension. So I'm just going to put some glue on the back side of the screen. And if you're wanting to make any of this pop, you totally can do that. But these line up just perfectly on top of each other. Like I said, dimension is really fun. So you could pop this, you could curl some of these, you could do all kinds of fun stuff with that. Okay, so there's your base. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put these together. So this was the single one from the edge, and then these two go to that one, these two go here. So this one should be, since I kept these in order, should different colors. Okay, so from here, we can go ahead and put these on the base. So this singular one is this one right here. I'm just gonna put that there. This one's not gonna quite line up because I did it backwards, but that's okay. It's gonna be just fine. Like I said, it doesn't have to be perfect, you guys. But if your paper does get flipped over, sometimes it's helpful to make sure that you don't flip it wrong. But like I said, really not a big deal. So then the next ones we can do are these ones. If you want to. That one's the one that's going to go there. I'm down one. I need to go up one more. Oh, come on, grab that. Oh, one more. There we go. The one with less leaves is the one on the left side. The one with more leaves is the one on the right. If that helps when you're trying to figure out where these are going. All right, and then the last of the leaves are going to be these two. This one goes here and this one goes there. This one has kind of a longer with this little squiggly edge. Okay, now I have all of the foliage. So what's left is the flowers. I'm probably going to pop the flowers, but I think I'm going to build them all first and then pop the flowers. You could pop these. You know what, I might use this because it's not too thick, and then it'll give these flowers more dimension. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pop out all of these details from the front. So these smaller ones need this little guy. Okay, so for these ones, this is I've got two of these for my center. I think I'm gonna do, just for fun, I'm gonna use the one that has the pops of color. So what happens is we have the biggest layer is first, then your dark layer is going to be the next layer in here. Okay, so that'll be the next layer. Then you'll have a layer that goes on top, that's another little row of petals. And then you'll have this detail. The detail layer is always going to be the one in front, okay? And there's always some sort of cue for you to see where this is going to line up. So that is basically that flower. So you could, like I said, put a little bit of depth to these so that they pop a little bit. I don't think I'm going to do it with this one just because it's going to be harder with these openings. So I'm just going to use. And the other thing you could, to give this more dimension, is use multiple colors. So you could use 4 different shades. So that's going to line up with that peak right there, and then that peak right there. You could do 4 different shades of pink if you really wanted it to have a lot of dimension there. Okay, from here I can just use the pop dots. I can use some of these larger pop dots. Just use a couple. We'll see how we like this. It's too much, or line those up. I kind of like that. It's not a ton, but it does give a little bit of lift there. And then we'll do the same here. Okay, so this edge right here is this edge. So I'm going to line that up there, up with there, and then that should line up there. So, isn't that kind of fun? All right, so that's that first flower. It's going to sit right in there. You can kind of see where the petals go, right there and right there. But I want to do these first. This one will be the top flower. These two are the exact same flower, only different colors. So let's see, I don't need this piece because I have the darker version. This is the front. Again, I'm just going to glue this one. And it is going to go on this one right here. Okay? Because this is going to be the second to back. The dark piece, or the dark center, is always going to be the one that goes on top of the very back piece. And the very back piece is going to be the largest piece. Okay. This one's not a lot darker like this one, but it's still darker. Kind of gives it a fun. think I'm gonna make this one not pop as much. That might be kind of fun to get some different dimension heights. So I think I'm gonna put a double on this. So then we've got 3 different heights. Might be kind of fun. So this one's less tall. Okay. So I'm gonna glue this one down to the base. And you can see this goes right here. So you can see that that's gonna line up. See that curve that follows that right there. Okay. So this little curve right there. All right, so then we have that one. Since this is a little bit taller, I'm now going to also glue this one directly down. You can kind of see the outline shape here. See those little 2? That's these 2 little bumps right there. And then that curve goes right there along this edge of the flower. Okay, so we've got one that's a little bit lower, one that's a little bit higher. And then this one we'll go ahead and put pop dots on the back of it so then it sticks up from the back. And I think I might need to double it just because of how tall those are. So I use this one I almost used. And let's take off the back. So that is double tall. And we'll take some of these bigger ones. Stick them. Same thing, you can see the edging of this flower. I mean, it's gonna pop, so you don't really have to worry about it, but if you are laying this flat, then you can see that that round and those will line up there, okay, when you put these on. All right, how fun is that? And that is the flowers, so the bouquet of flowers. And now we're going to pull this back. So if you want this to pop even more, you can put more pop dots on here. I think I'm going to do that just for fun. You could glue it directly down, but I think I'm just going to put a couple of pop dots on the top and the bottom. All right, so you can just apply this wherever you want. You can have it low, you can have it high. I think I have mine a little bit like a little on the higher side. Look how fun that is. I might next time maybe not go this high. I think I might go this high with my layers. I might, so I'd go one less here and then I'd keep both of these probably this height. But either way, this is still really fun. And then all we have left is to put it on our card base. Okay. If you want this to pop, you can. I've already got a lot of height here, so I'm just going to glue it directly down. It's also the nice thing about this glue is I can kind of slide it into place if it's not quite right. Alright, and there you have it. It's cute little flower market card. Hopefully you make one and enjoy the process.